welcome back to another episode of Guitar Talk with Todd here at Todd Beebe Music. Thank you guys so much for being with me and tuning in. You know I really appreciate each and every one of you guys. Please hit that subscribe button in the lower right hand corner. Comment, share, like, turn the notifications on, all that good stuff. We really appreciate you guys being with us. We are powered by Deathwishcoffee, Valhalla Java, as always. So grab a cup and join me. Yes, we love our Death Wish. All right, you guys, today we have another guitar review. You know we love our heritage guitars around here. This is a Heritage H-150, very unique model here. This is either a class of 59 or spirit of 59 H-150, made in 1994 in collaboration with the infamous edroman. So this is an edroman model. If you're not familiar with edroman, just do a Google search and grab a cup of coffee and put a pot on, probably, and sit back and watch the fireworks fly. Ed was a very infamous guitar dealer back in the day. He passed away in 2011. Like I said, I can't even really put it into words. Just Google edroman guitars and you'll kind of see what I mean. He had a reputation that preceded him in this business, and you know, there's a lot of videos. Like I said, just do a search even on YouTube for edroman. I believe there's one that jumps out that says the fake guitar king, and there's a lot of different things. He had I believe the reality TV show was called Guitar King. And it came out around 2011, and unfortunately Ed passed away, so the show never really took off. But I know there is one episode on YouTube you can watch of that. I'll try to find it and put the link below, but I know Ed's screaming and yelling, and I was around Ed a couple of times. I never had a problem with him. He was, I know what people meant. He was very opinionated, so he had a lot of people that didn't really care for him in this business. I'm not going to get into all that very much. Like I said, just Google edroman. But Ed's big thing was he loved traditional guitars, but he didn't think you should keep making them in the traditional way and just beating a dead horse to death. So he always tried to do a different spin on things. And in 1994, which is what this model is, Ed approached Heritage Guitar about doing a run of, like I said, they're either called the Class of 59, you'll see them billed as, or the Spirit of 59. I've seen them both ways. Not really sure what the 59 is about, except that 59 has a, you know, in the guitar community, the minute anybody hears 59, 1959, heads are turning, because it's just become, you know, 59 Les Pauls, and everybody's, it's like ingrained in our DNA. So I don't know if that's why, but this is a beautiful guitar. I wouldn't really say it's like a 59 Les Paul outside of the sunburst, and this is gorgeous, heavily flamed, which we're going to get some close-ups of in a minute, like we always do. A lot of original 59s weren't necessarily. Some of them didn't have the heavy flame. Some of them did, but, you know, to just call them all 59s, you know, it's kind of a different type of a thing that I don't really know what that is about, but that's what he billed these as, and there is a lot of different stuff on these. So a private owner brought this one in today. This one has been owned by several people, and the main reason why is it weighs a ton. This is a heavy guitar, weighs in right at about 10 pounds even, which is a lot of weight. A lot of people just don't want to play this all night. It packs a punch with weight for real, and that is mainly due to the Korina back and the Korina neck, of course. Let's get some shots even right here. We have the Heritage, which of course is the traditional logo, silk screened, usually on an H-150. On here, it's on here with mother of pearl, and you've got the binding on the headstock, which you would have more on like an H-157. This is more of an H-150 style because it doesn't have the binding on the back of the body. But so that's one thing right there that's different about it. D'Angelico style tuners made by Grover here, but really unique. You never see these on, like I said, they were on D'Angelico guitars for is what they're usually known for. You don't see them much here on Heritage or like Gibson style. Rosewood fingerboard, mother of pearl trapezoid inlays, Seymour Duncan, what they call the black back pickups here, humbucking pickups. I'll try to throw a picture up. We did have these pickups out. A private owner brought this one in, and we were looking at the pickups and stuff earlier, and I did take some pictures, so I'm going to throw those up as well, so you can kind of see why they're called the black back. But these pickups sound awesome, as Seymour Duncans always do. But look at that gorgeous flamed maple top. I mean, it's just unbelievable. We're going to get some great shots in the case of that. Non-traditional Heritage pick guard. This would be more what you would see on like a Les Paul Gibson style. I've heard that was not originally on here, and that one of the owners at some point of this guitar added it. And then I've also heard that Ed wanted it on there, so your guess is as good as mine. Ed's not around anymore to ask, so I'm not really too sure about that one. Nashville style two-pneumatic bridge and stop bar tailpiece, top hat, amber knobs, volume and tone. So a lot of stuff that you would just have going on a traditional H-150 too. The real catcher of this thing, though, is the back. We're going to get close-ups of that in the case too. Korina back. I mean, usually mahogany on an H-150, not on this one. It's got the maple top, maple cap, and everything that you would traditionally have on an H-150, but we have Korina back and a Korina neck on here. So this guitar weighs a ton. We weighed it in. It's right at about 10 pounds dead even, and it's just a backbreaker. So if you're don't want a heavy guitar on for hours and hours at a gig or whatever, this is not the guitar for you by any means. Okay, so tone-wise, just great stuff here going around, all around, with those Seymour Duncans. In my opinion, this Korina gives it a bassier, deeper tone that, you don't really get so much with the mahogany as much as you do with, like, the Korina on this. So nice bassy on the neck pickup there, tone. These blackback Seymour Duncans are great, of course, for rock. Seymour Duncan pickups are great for anything. So very bassy, but yet still bright. On the bridge pickup. And of course your leads on the bridge pickup. A little bit brighter, and then on the back to the neck pickup. Or even getting a more out of phase sound or whatever you want to call it with the middle toggle switch here. Yeah, it's just a great piece. Like I said, Ed Roman has a reputation for that. Look him up online. Like I said, I know there's tons of video. There's some crazy stuff. I know there's one video of him with an axe chopping up. I believe it's a Gibson guitar. Can't remember if it's an SG. Maybe I can't remember. But look that up. There's one where they're shooting a guitar. It's pretty crazy. Like I said, I was around Ed a couple times. I never had a problem with him. He's very opinionated, and you either chose to get in an argument with him, or you just kind of let him spew his opinion and wind him up and let him go, which is what I usually did when I was around him, and I never had a problem with him. Not saying I agreed with all of his opinions at all. I'm just saying I kind of let him go. Everybody's got an opinion, so there you have it. But so he did some things. There's stories about he really, the guitar only in name was the same thing, and he completely redid it and tried to sell them. Like I said, just look all of it up, do a search for Ed Roman, and you could be amused for days. But he did do some runs and had companies work with him and do some pretty unique, rare runs, and this is certainly one of them. This is a beautiful guitar. The only downside to it, like I said, is it weighs a ton. But let's get some close-ups of this in the case and check all the details out on this beautiful instrument right now. Here we go. Okay, so here is the case for the Ed Roman H-150. Definitely period correct. The Heritage on here. This is a 1994, so that's exactly what you would have gotten with this guitar. Case is in awesome shape, as is the guitar. Very, pristine condition. A lot of owners have had this one, but they've all taken great care of it. All right, and there is the guitar. Right away, I want to get into, look at that flame. That is just crazy flame. I want to point out, I always love flames like this. If you really look, you can see the wood grain going this way, but it's also going this way. It's like you've got the double. I just love that. And I know a lot of players and collectors do. Again, Ed Roman spec'd out this entire guitar, so I'm sure he picked out that wood for that reason. And that's just, man, as far as flamed maple, you just won't find anything better than that. That's just crazy. Just beautiful. Three-way toggle switch here. No poker chip, which is pretty common on a lot of Heritage. There's those Seymour Duncan blackbacks. Again, I'm going to try to throw a picture up here of how it looks on the back and why it's called that from when we had the pickups out a little bit earlier. I'll throw that up here with it just so you guys can kind of take a look. Nashville style 2-pneumatic bridge, stop bar tailpiece. Again, pick guard. I've heard rumors that Ed wanted that on there, so it was more authentic looking, like a Gibson, which is what this style is, as opposed to with the cut-in that you normally have on Heritage guitars. I've also heard that one of the numerous owners, this guitar has been passed around a lot. I heard that one of them put this on, so who knows? It's part of the Ed Roman mystery that goes along with the guitar. Beautiful looking top hat, amber knobs there, 2-volume, 2-tone controls. Going up here, trapezoid inlays on the neck with the beautiful rosewood fingerboard. Coming all the way up here to the awesome headstock with the binding on it. I just always loved how those look on Heritage guitars. And again, you won't get the binding on here on like an H-150, which is ultimately what this is. But that's something Ed wanted, the binding on the headstock that you'll see on usually H-157s. I know we did have a red Heritage on here too on the show. If you search for H-150 in my videos, there's a red one that we had on here that also has that binding on the headstock, and I thought that looked so cool. Great D'Angelico style tuners here from Grover. We're going to look at those more close up on the back too. Let's flip her over right now. Okay, so we're starting a little bit backwards. Usually we start down at the body on the backs and work up, but since we're talking about these tuners, let's start up here. So definitely, as you can see there, made by Grover, but what you would call like a D'Angelico style there with that thin grip there on the actual tuners themselves that turn. That's very uncommon to see on a H-150 for sure. So again, an Ed Roman spec that he wanted. And right there, you can see this awesome wood grain going on right here on the Korina. The neck, actually, on this is Korina Walnut Korina. And what I mean, if you look real close, you could see Korina right here, and then there's that stripe there that's almost pinkish looking, and then on the other side, you have Korina again. So on the neck, you had the Korina, a strip of walnut, and then a strip of Korina on the other side. And that's just cool. That runs all the way up to into the headstock here. That pink stripes, that's the entire neck that's got that strip of walnut going on in it. But then, of course, it ends right here on the body, which just getting a full shot of that. I mean, look at that thing. That's solid Korina. Just looks so, so awesome. But between that and the Korina neck with the walnut strip in the middle, forget it. This, like I said, this thing weighs in at about 10 pounds even, and it's a backbreaker. And like I said, I've known several people now that have owned this instrument, and it's gotten passed around in the heritage world for years. And I know every one of them says that's why, because it's just a killer. Sounds great, looks beautiful, but standing up and playing it, forget it. It's a backbreaker. So that's why a lot of people do not like it. Traditional stuff here going on. The cavity control for the 3-way toggle switch, and also the cavity control for the 2-volume, 2-tone. We've got our extra wide strap locks there, which doesn't really matter to me one way or the other, because as always, we are powered by Strap Tight on this channel. I throw those on. You saw me with these on every guitar on this channel, and you'll see me again here in a minute when we play this thing. I will have them on as well. We're always powered by Strap Tight, and we love those guys, so definitely check them out. Stop altering your guitars, stop dropping your guitars, just use Strap Tight and you are done. All right, let's get a shot of the side here to the output jack. Okay, so that's pretty traditional. Black there. You would think that would be cream to go along with the rest of the guitar. I've been told that is original as well, so I'm sure that's another Ed Roman thing, trying to just be different, which he always was. And then you can get some shots of that beautiful Korina on the side there too. That just looks awesome. Okay, let's flip her back over and get one more full-on body shot here. Okay, so there she is one more time. The Ed Roman H-150. Beautiful sunburst on this. Class of 59, Spirit of 59, whatever you want to call it. All spec'd out there by Ed Roman and made by the awesome, awesome craftsman there in 1994 at Heritage Guitar in Kalamazoo, Michigan. Okay, so there is the Ed Roman H-150, Class of 59, Spirit of 59 from the Heritage. Just a beautiful instrument. Let's take her for a test drive like we always do. I'm going to do some slide stuff, some rock stuff, and just kind of mix it up here and try to go through all the tonal variations you can get out of these Seymour Duncan blackbacks, and a little bit different tone going on here with the maple top and the Korina body. So let's check her out. Here we go. Okay, guys, so there she is, the beautiful 1994 H-150 edroman class of 59 model from Heritage Guitar in Kalamazoo. Heritage is still there in Kalamazoo, Michigan in 2023 when this is being recorded. Like I said, Ed Roman passed away, I believe, in 2011. And but he definitely has a reputation out there, so look up some videos on him. And you know, you always find Ed Roman run of guitars, and you always know there's going to be something different about him whenever you see his name, because that was his whole thing. He didn't just want to, you know, here's a Les Paul, here's a H-150. That's like, oh, he wanted to do something different. So on this one, he certainly did, and it's a great piece. So thank you very much to our private owner for lending us this today to do a setup on and a review. Thank you so much, you guys, for checking in. Please comment below. Let me know if you have an Ed Roman story, or what you thought of Ed, if you ever interacted with him at all, had another run of his guitars, or if you've played an Ed Roman model of any kind. Please comment. Turn your notifications on, like, and please hit that subscribe button in the lower right-hand corner. You guys, I really appreciate it, and I appreciate you all being with me today. So we'll be back with more stuff. We post content weekly, sometimes more, so we appreciate you all being with us. We'll see you guys again. Find us on Facebook at Todd Beebe Music. Stay safe and love your dogs. Take care.